Hello, Facebook. It is Cecilia Morris, and it is time for Takeaway Tuesday. We're just getting started this evening. As I told you last Thursday, we're going to be together every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to talk about some things that can help you as you build your brand and your business online. So today is Takeaway Tuesday. Tomorrow is Wednesday, and Thursday is Turn Up Thursday. Always fun, so be sure to join in. If you're unable to join in for the live presentation, you can always see the replay on my Facebook page, which will be, of course, as part of this video post. There is also an article that's related to the topic that we're going to discuss today that will give you more detail into what I'm going to go into. So we're just going to give some people some time to join in. Once again, my name is Cecilia Morris. I'm an engineer by education and a home business owner by desire. I've been in this industry for over 10 years, and it has allowed me to go places and do things I probably would not have been able to do or go if I had depended on my engineering career alone. As I mentioned in my Turn Up Thursday last week, there is definitely a reason why I'm in this business, and the biggest reason is because I wanted some extra income. Ultimately, of course, I like to replace my full-time engineering job, but for right now, it is working for me, and it gives me the ability, as I said, to do things and go places that I would not be able to do on just my engineering income alone. So with that being said, let's get started with Takeaway Tuesday. Today's topic is going to be 5 tips to regain your mojo and reignite your motivation. We all get to this place where we just don't feel like doing much of anything. For me, I call it a case of the blahs. And when I have a case of the blahs, there are 5 things that I like to do to kind of get me back on track and get me aligned with where I want to be with my business. As an entrepreneur, you will have these times where you just don't feel it, and that's just a fact of life. It is what it is. You know, when you have a job and you have a boss, it doesn't matter whether you feel it or not, because you have assignments, you have deadlines, you have stuff to do. But as an entrepreneur, you are the boss, so you are in control of your time and your activities. So with that being said, let's start with the 5 things to do to regain your mojo. Number 1 is you have to have a big enough why. If you are an entrepreneur, why you decided to go into business for yourself has to be more compelling than the case of your blahs. It's really easy to say, oh, I'll do it later, and then later turns into tomorrow, and tomorrow turns into next week, and then it's next month. Then you look up a year later, and you're back stuck in the same place you were a year ago. So your why has to be big enough to keep you energized and motivated. If your why isn't big enough, then you need to go and re-examine and redo your whys. So for instance, when I first started, I was unemployed. So my why was I needed money. That was a big one for me. So that definitely kept me motivated. But it doesn't have to be that big. If you're doing this part-time, like I'm doing now, your why could be, I want to save up for a Bahamas cruise, or I want to save up for remodeling my living room, or I want to save up for anything that it is that you want to do that is strong enough to keep you in the business you decided to go into. The next thing, number 2, you want to do is to break your big tasks up into smaller steps. Big tasks can be overwhelming. It doesn't matter whether you're in business or it could be something as simple as housekeeping. That is a big one for me. When I think about cleaning the kitchen, it is easier for me to stay in bed and watch Lifetime. However, if I'm like, okay, in 20 minutes, I'm going to get up and do the dishes. All right, after the dishes are done, in another 30 minutes, I'll get up and mop the floor or whatever it is. But just take the big tasks and break them up into smaller tasks. So how can you relate this to your business? Well, if you're building an online brand and a presence, then you have to take steps every day. So let's talk about videos. Videos were something that was very scary and overwhelming to me. It was something that I really just didn't want to do. And then I was like, okay, so what do I have to do to make a video? Well, first I have to make a script. I have to decide what it is that I want to talk about. So instead of just getting overwhelmed thinking about doing the video, I would think about topics. And then after I thought about the topics, I would think about what I wanted to talk about within that. In one of my earlier video posts, I discussed how it is you can create content for your videos. And one of the things you can do is ask questions of the people that are in business with, or not with you, but are just doing an online business. Or ask yourself, what are the top 3 questions that I have about doing this online? Go do some research and answer those questions, and boom, you got your video post. You can answer one of those questions in one video, another in another, and a third in a third. And you can keep that process going. You also want to keep things simple. You don't want to make what you have to do so overwhelming that it just seems like, oh, I'll never get it done, so you don't do anything. So you definitely want to keep things simple. That's tip number 3. When I started doing videos, like I said, I made them very, very, I made it so big in my head that I didn't do videos till just now. So keep things simple. And also, you want to remember to take some time off. It's not always good just to chug through and chug along. By doing that, you're actually forcing yourself to do something, and you're not motivated to do it, so you're not going to do it very well. So when you hit that brick wall or you hit that roadblock, the best thing to do is just step away. Go take a walk. Go call a friend. Just do anything that is not work-related, but of course, don't do it for a whole week because at the end of the day, you are in business. And if you're not working your business, you're not making any money. So definitely remember to take some time off. And last tip number 5 is to take some time to get high. No, I do not mean go smoke some weed. What I mean is to do those things that make you feel good. Whether it's listening to your favorite song, as I mentioned earlier about taking some time off, whatever it is that you need to do that makes you feel good, that makes you feel inspired. It might be someone online that always has inspirational and motivational quotes. It might even be reading your favorite passage in the Bible. But whatever that thing is that inspires you, that kind of recharges your batteries, that's the tip number 5. Take some time to get high. And no, don't go roll a blunt. So with that being said, let's go over the 5 things you need to do once again to get your mojo back when it comes to being an entrepreneur. You need to know your why. Your why's got to be pretty big and pretty compelling. You want to take the big steps and break them down into little steps. And within those steps, you want to make sure that you keep things simple. And number 4, you want to make sure that you take some time off. Not just time off, an hour here, an hour there. You might want to plan some real time off, like a vacation with all the money that you're making while you're working your part-time or your full-time online business. And number 5, you want to take some time to get high. And by high, I mean to motivate and inspire yourself by doing those things that make you feel good, inspired, and motivated. So with that being said, once again, thank you for your time. My name is Cecilia Morris, an engineer by education and a home business owner by desire. Till tomorrow, when we have Wisdom Wednesday at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Take care and God bless. Remember to follow me. Click on the top of your screen and select notifications. And when I go live, you will be notified so you can join in with the rest of us. And also, the detail of the information I just shared with you will be a link in this video post, but you can also find it on my blog page at www.successwithcecilia, that's CECELIA.com. Once again, thanks for your time and take care. Have a good day.